These study methods or techniques help me pass my requirements and my school for my first year and second year. It also helped me to study smarter. And I know that these study techniques or methods will help you as well. Hello everyone, it's me again, your promdi student nurse Jireh, and welcome back to my another YouTube video. I know studying in nursing school po is really hard, it's really stressful, and it requires a lot of dedication and motivation po to do the work. And I always have sleepless nights reviewing for the examinations the next day, or kaya naman po reviewing for my written demonstration to hasten my skills and my abilities regarding patient care. And I know that all of us nursing students are really tired, and it requires a lot of power po para po ma-survive natin ang isang task or kaya naman ng isang ability or kaya naman isang skill na matutunan from the teachings from our professors. Kaya naman po, I realized that those sleepless nights are not healthy po para sa ating katawan. That's why I will be sharing with you guys the 10 techniques, study techniques that I utilize for my first year and second year in nursing school. I really love these study methods or techniques po kasi it always helped me po to study smarter, not harder. And sobra po ako natuwa kasi it really worked for me. Just take a note po if you already have a study habit or study methods that works best for you po. You don't have to change it po. But this video will help you add some new study methods or techniques if ever po na hindi pa po ninyo nagagamit or hindi mo pa natatry. And I hope sana marami kang matutunan sa video na ito, and please take down notes some important matters or kaya naman po lectures from this video. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. Study technique number 1. Plan and prioritize tasks for the day.
First is to plan and prioritize tasks for the day. As you guys remember, I used the Notion application in managing and organizing my life. If you haven't seen the vlog yet, I will be linking it in the description box. Anyway, I mainly use it to help me plan and prioritize the tasks that I need to do within the day. I always check my emails for the announcements from Google Classroom. Anyway, we always use Google Classroom and Google Meet for online classes. So after reviewing my emails to see if there are announcements or new posts, I will check Google Classroom for deadlines and new learning materials. I will then open the Notion application again, where I prioritize set deadlines and plan the things that I will do within the day. Prioritizing and planning helped me a lot. It helped me not forget deadlines, lectures, and Google meetings. It helped me pass my requirements on time as well, since in prioritization, I always start on the requirement that I find easiest and I do the hardest one last. Also, planning my day helped me organize the things that I needed to do within the day.
Study technique number 2. Turn on the Do Not Disturb button on your mobile phone. Turn off the Wi-Fi or turn off your gadget itself.
Your phone, your laptop, or your tablets are distractions while you study. I wouldn't use my gadgets while studying unless I need to watch a video or recorded lectures. However, if I use it, I always turn on the Do Not Disturb option since it will turn off my notifications. I know it's hard to let go of your phone for a while, but believe me, it will help you study less because you will finish studying in a lesser time. I only have a short time span, and if I open my Facebook or Shopee for example, I will scroll it for even 1 hour without noticing the time. I also turn off my gadgets while studying.
Study technique number 3. Answer practice tests.
Practice tests help me recall the concepts and lessons that I've learned from a certain topic. It helps my brain work more. What I mean is that my brain will look for answers from the lessons that I studied, and it also helps stimulate revision and studying as it encourages earlier learning. So space out likely learning improves retention. If you guys want to know the applications that I use for practice tests, let me know so I will be making a video about it.
Study technique number 4. Utilize Pomodoro technique while you're studying.
The Pomodoro technique is effective for me. It is a study technique where the time is cut into 25 minutes study session and 5 minutes break. This method helped me a lot for a couple of years to focus and study without draining my energy. I've said earlier, I have a short time span for learning since I get bored easily. So this method helped me study smarter.
Study technique number 5. Listen to your professor when he or she is discussing. At the same time, take down notes.
Distance learning is tough because it is new to us. I've been in a distance learning for more than a year already and I'm kinda used to it. I opted to be part of an online class and I did not regret my decision because we have real-time engagement. This year when I'm in third year already, we have blended learning. I have classes face-to-face, I have duty in the hospital and as well as I have online classes as well. So during the Google meetings, I write notes while the professor discusses the lessons because it helped me to remember the concepts even better than just listening to him or her. Studies also showed that writing while listening also allows us to remember better.
Study technique number 6. Use flashcards.
Flashcards are my go-to, most especially when I memorize anatomy and physiology, lab values on pharmacology, procedures for written demonstrations, signs and symptoms, medical abbreviations, and a lot more. I do not actually handwrite my flashcards. However, as you guys know, I already mentioned the application that I used to make flashcards on my previous video about the best applications that every college student must have, so check it out. I also use Quizlet for it. Anyway, flashcards help me memorize better and recall the concepts that I have studied already, as it requires more brain power than rereading my notes.
Study technique number 7. Use mnemonics.
I personally use mnemonics for a couple of years already. It helped me remember the vital information such as the 12 cranial nerves in anatomy and physiology, essential amino acids, different signs and symptoms like respiratory distress. Mnemonics come in handy and it is really a nice method that helps our brains work harder to remember things. And it is one of my golden tickets to help me remember important things and information in nursing school.
For study technique number 8, write, encode, and print your notes.
I basically write notes when my professor is teaching and when I am studying. I remember way back in senior high school, I believe that one study of the researchers proved that we can actually learn better when we write notes. I actually write my notes while my professor is teaching. However, when it is content heavy already, I just write the key points, go back to the recorded lecture, and then write the ones that I have missed. Those notes will be my draft because after class, what I will do is that I will rewrite those notes while I am studying the provided PowerPoint presentations or recorded lectures. This will be my second draft because it is already contains everything that I need to know in the said lesson. I use this method since I was in the 7th grade and it works for me even though it is somewhat time consuming because this method helps me with my space retention. After I write my notes, I encode them. I know guys, you might ask me why I will still encode my written notes. It is because encoding my written notes helps me remember the lesson even better as I became familiar with the concepts or the lessons. It is also great to encode as you can style it with yourself, the style that will best suit you.
Study technique number 9, teach yourself.
You might think, guys, that I am slightly crazy when I tell you this, but I am teaching myself. What I do is that I voice out the reviewer that I made, the one that is printed out. Then I will ask myself. For example, I will voice out the 4 main vital signs are body temperature, pulse rate, respiratory rate, and blood pressure. There is also oxygen saturation. Then I will ask myself without looking at the printed reviewer. I will ask, Jireh, what are the vital signs like that? Then I will voice out again the answer. I will say body temperature, pulse rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, as well as the oxygen saturation. So yeah, teaching myself helped me a bunch.
Study technique number 10, have study buddies or study buddy.
Personally, I love studying alone. I love going in a library or a coffee shop, sit on the block, and then start my study routine. However, when I entered senior high school and nursing school, my friends and I studied together and we ask each other. We recite things or the lessons, and we help each other with our unsure concepts and a lot more. It is excellent to have a study buddy or buddies when it's solely for studying. In this matter, there is a two-way relationship in which the brain works better and harder to remember things.
Bonus study technique: use music as necessary while you're reviewing, memorizing, or internalizing your lessons. That would be all everyone for this video. I hope po na marami po sana kayong natutunan and marami kayong na-take down notes from my study tips. Remember po na alamin nyo muna ang inyong learning styles before adapting the study techniques that I used. I am a visual kinesthetic learner and this video would be the best fit for you guys. For those who are kinesthetic and visual learners. So bali po guys, if you have other study techniques or study tips or study habits na hindi ko po na-mention in this video, please drop them down below in the comment sections para po matulungan natin ang ating future nurses as well as yung other students po natin. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my channel, and comment down in the comment section below your thoughts, your opinions, your suggestions for my future contents. And do not forget to click the ring bell button as well. This is your promdi student nurse Jireh, and thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe. Bye.